Excellency, respected guests, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I have the honor to speak in front of you today about our humble achievement of the UNESCO Chair on Flag Studies, Archaeohydrology. To speak about this chair, I have to give some idea and definition about what is afflash and why afflash are important. Our philosophy of thinking in this chair, we think afflash is not just canals. It is the results of interaction between human sphere, knowledge, and nature through time. These systems are hundreds of years ago, and still most of them are working today. So that is just a simple definition of the afflash, but you will see later it is more than that. We also believe in our chair that water problems are anthropogenic. We cause these problems of water. As you see here, that we study the interaction between human and nature. So this chair or these studies of afflash should be interdisciplinary. And why we study afflash? Why these systems are important? Why we have a chair or chairs or whatever on afflash? Afflash, first, are a source of water. That's the basic function of a afflash system. And also afflash provide food because we have water and soil, we have agricultural system, and that agricultural system produce food. But not only that, it's produced also shelter. So in the past, the wood from these afflash systems is used for construction, and the people also live inside the oasis. And also it provides economical support. In fact, in the past, for example, during the Yarba time and the early of the Al-Sa'id density, one of the major economic before was the exporting of dates, of dry dates. In the past, before we have oil, and that's grown on afflash. And then it is very successful ecosystem. If you think about this afflash in the desert, there are many species lived inside these systems and get adapted or maybe evolved. So if you save this system, you are saving all these species. And also afflash are part of our heritage. Different type of heritage is part of our physical heritage or tangible heritage, and is part of our non-tangible heritage, as well about of our documentary heritage. So afflash are part of all of our heritage. And also, of course, it's part of our culture. And now it is a source of tourism. Because of this, I'm always saying that Oman is the gift of afflash. I'm not exaggerating if I'm saying this statement. So thinking about the oasis, and you can see that the afflash for me is the oasis. So we have to think about all these kind of different systems: agriculture, the ecosystem, the engineering, hydrology, and socio-economics. All these parts are linked to each other. Any influence or any weakness in one of these systems will lead to the other one. So we have to keep the balance if you want to keep the oasis or the afflash system. This is why we need to think in interdisciplinary way. So engineers alone, they cannot solve any problem in afflash or a major problem of afflash. They can solve a specific problem of afflash. So if we want to study this system, we have to think in a holistic way. These systems are not exist only in Oman. They are exist or existed in more than 51 countries around the world, including Oman. But Oman now is one of the best countries in the world that preserve these systems. This is why we have 5 afflash now in Oman are listed in the World Heritage List of UNESCO. So now let's speak a little bit about the sustainability of this system. This system, as I said, we inherited for hundreds of years. They are subject to human impact, different kind of human impact. For example, migration, impact wars, etc. and also environmental impact from the past and even now. For example, climate change, long drought, floods. But those systems have been always the people in this system adjusting to all of this change. So there is a continuous adaptation. So what is happening now, the rate of this adaptation is not cope or fast enough with the rate of the change. So we have to do something, either to reduce this change or impact or accelerate the adaptation. So now we'll talk about the history of creation of this chair. I will go back when I graduated from Hokkaido University in Japan in 2004. I brought with me, because my master's degree and my PhD both about flash systems. So I went to Sultan Qaboos University to interview this course, and unfortunately that time I had been rejected from SQU. So I moved to the University of ندوة in 2009. Then I started teach a course called the Flash of Oman in Arabic for the College of Art and Science, BIL 104. And then in 2020, I made another new course, which we call it the Flash for Engineers. The first one is more broad about culture, heritage, etc. The second one is more focused on applied science, engineering, and so on. And that one is for art and science, the other one for engineers. And then in 2012, we established the Flash Research Unit. It was the first research unit on Flash in Oman. And at that time, we are two researchers. Professor Saeed, he remember maybe my colleague, that time is why he asked me about him today. And one research assistant who is here now, Mr. Ishaq al-Shabibi. Now he is the superintendent of the chair. And in 2019, we applied for a UNESCO chair to the UNESCO. And within 1 year, in the first one, our application was accepted. And then since then we started the UNESCO chair for a flash study. In 2021, the chair get approved from the executive and academic board of the University of ندوة. Sorry. And practically it started in September 2021. So now we are 3 years old. This chair is 3 years old. And with myself now, we have 2 research assistants and 1 secretary.